Well, this is Salt Lake City's Tonight Show right here, okay? And I'm Jimmy, or not, you know. And this is Chandra right here, Jesse right here,
good to be
Sam there, of the Ginger and the Gents, and there's Trevor right there. We can't see him because he's only a little person, you know, he fits inside that helmet, but he'll pop out soon. It's magic, okay. I'll start, right? And I think, I'm probably wrong, but you and him over there, you started the band.
Yeah,
right?
this guy right
and
here.
you probably can't remember what year, that doesn't really matter.
I do.
Oh.
I could tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, it was the end of 2015
Okay.
that we first started our. We made the decision to take the dive and form something that would soon become Ginger and the Gents. Yeah.
So, what was the very first song that you and him worked out to do as a Ginger and the Gents song? Was it like the music one, or was it?
No, that one came later.
Okay.
Was it Rambler or was it Comes the Dawn? Comes the Dawn.
I don't know, man.
Were you involved?
That's a hard question.
There was a, we started jamming on a few, I think all at the same time. We were kind of experimenting and just
Okay.
piecing things together that soon became.
But when
Songs.
Sam came, right,
Mhm.
then you had more stuff going on. 'Cause
Oh
he,
yeah.
he does a lot of things on the bass strings. I know,
Oh yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was one of the first songs we started?
Comes the Dawn, I know, was one of the first.
Yeah.
Rambler,
Walk Tall.
Walk Tall was
That
definitely.
probably one of the earlier ones.
Yeah.
Medicine. Maybe
So-
it took us forever to get that one recorded though.
What on earth, Sam, was it that got you to join a rock and roll band? I mean, you don't look like a rock and roller.
Right.
You do, you rock, right?
It does rock.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I played bass, just after high school. I had a friend, he said, hey, you ever play bass guitar? And I was like, what's a bass guitar? And so when we went out to his car, and he opened this back of the car and this case in there, and it was a Marquis Harmony bass, one of those old, it's made out of redwood, like petrified redwood or something. It's really heavy.
What's it so afraid of?
Petrified.
And so I picked up the bass, took a few lessons. We had a band back then, and then I decided to get married and have a family and tried to do that. Fucked that up, kind of. But so then I just decided to you know what? What have I been doing the last 20 years? So
He's still got the marriage and the family, so I wouldn't say he fucked it up.
Yeah,
Come on.
entirely. But so I said, what am I doing? So I just picked up my bass again and started practicing. Put down some things on what was that? Sound Mix.
SoundCloud.
Sound or it's like band,
Reverb Nation is
band
one.
mix.
Band Mix.
Yeah, there's all those social
I don't
media
know,
things
all of
out there.
those,
So I
yeah.
put it out there, and
Yeah.
I saw Chandra's profile on there, and I sent her an email.
Oh, so
Yeah, so once
you
upon
found
a
each other
time.
online then?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually.
he had sent me. I was in between musical projects. I've been in, 100 bands. And I had a singer profile on there, and he found it. And at the time that he reached out to me, I didn't need a bass player because I had just joined another group, and this was way before Ginger and the Gents.
Okay.
But there was something about this guy that I just had a feeling, and so I kept his contact information. And then when we decided that we were going to form a band, we were like, we need a bass player, and then, light bulb went off, and I dug into my email, and I got I reached out, and he
About
came.
6 months later or something, wasn't it? It was a while after
Yeah.
I sent that.
Yeah, because I was still in the other band when he first
Right.
out. But he showed up. At the time we were rehearsing at Steve's house, who was our first drummer, and it was just like instant love connection.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even want to rehearse with it. We didn't want to audition anybody else.
Yeah, they said to get me to put down the jar of paint thinner. So I was drinking and.
Found him on the side of the road.
Like
Swaying.
Sober him up so he could shit the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Your trains?
Trevor seems to be very quiet over there.
He's usually pretty
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah,
But-
he's running behind a little bit.
Oh.
He's under there
Oh,
Okay.
You just got here, so.
answering some
Scully.
emails.
Oh, that's an email.
Paul, sounds like Trevor's here.
It's,
It works.
Enter T-Rex.
I don't know how they used to do this. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to ask you a quick question, Trevor. What on earth made you think you could play drums, and you know what got you started on it?
What?
What got you started playing drums? Was it drums first, or guitar, or anything like that?
No, it was always drums first. So it was just always, it was always my sweet spot, my go-to. So
But I mean, what were you like?
I wanted to be a vocalist, but I sucked. And then I wanted to be a bass player, and I sucked. And then I wanted to be a guitarist, and I sucked.
Oh, okay.
And then you wanted to be a drummer.
And you don't suck.
Yeah.
You don't suck. So, about how old were you when you started playing drums?
I actually didn't get my first drum kit. I think I was about 16.
Oh,
So
okay.
I bought my own first drum kit. It was called a Torque.
That was the brand?
Yep.
Torque?
Yep.
Never heard of them.
Really did. It was a pretty kit though. It was like
Yeah.
red, wine color, and I used to beat the crap out of it. And I had my own little room in my basement.
And what was your first band? That you played?
My very first, well,
Yeah.
as far as like stuff like when I grew up in DeFi, you know, kind of just stuff we messed around with. We played, actually played a couple of, what do you want to call it? A couple shows for like, not prom, but like,
Oh, schools and stuff.
yeah, school kind of stuff like
Like
that.
rec dances or something.
What about,
Remember those?
Yes.
were you old enough when you played in your first bar?
Was I, what?
Were you old enough?
Did he have like a fake ID?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it illegal?
No.
A lot of us started playing in pubs and bars, right? But we
Yeah.
weren't old enough to go in there, right?
Right.
I did, you know, I was 14, but I didn't drink. I drank Coca-Cola, but I was with my dad. But
I
that's
feel
how
like
that's-
adults back in those days.
Yeah, it
were a
was
little
very-
more
1900
lenient.
frozen to death. It's a long time ago, you know. So okay, getting back to the first bar that you played in, you were legal, were you?
I don't know the first bar, but actually, you guys know Mark. He used to own Back Alley, right there in Murray.
No. Back
Okay.
alley, no.
Yeah, so he
Before my time.
he used to own Back Alley, and that was kind of the first era. And
That's
that's
so
when you
big.
had to have a bar card in Murray.
a bar card.
Yeah, I had to go to the
Wow.
police station
Yeah,
and get a
I
bar
remember
card.
But what years is this that you're talking about? 80s or 70s or?
The what?
How old do you think he is?
I don't know, 23, 24.
Jesus Christ.
So, in this past year, right, you've not been doing many gigs, have you? Not really.
No.
But I
no.
noticed on the last few times that I've seen you,
Mm.
you had new songs.
Yeah.
So you wrote some during the pandemic.
Yes.
Okay. Which ones?
Which ones?
Were they
Yeah.
we got
inspired
recorded.
by what was going on, or were they just things you had in the pipeline? sort of
I don't
thing?
think they were inspired by what was going on, but I think that the
Came
environment of
Yeah.
COVID, where you know the pressure that everybody was under. At least I can say for myself, that maybe it sort of, what's the word, catalyzed
Yeah.
some of
So
those
it's
spoke
either-
about.
Catalysted.
Not do gigs,
Catalyst.
or twiddle thumbs, or write a song. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so writing a song was.
Yeah.
It won.
We got a few new ones. There were some seedlings that kind of existed that we hadn't fully developed, but they really came together and took shape. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, right? You were in Berlin Breaks, right?
Yep.
For years, I've seen you in Berlin
Yeah,
Breaks.
well,
loads
we
of
were
times.
7 years.
Yeah,
so.
and you guys did a lot of original stuff.
Yeah, so these guys actually played our
Our first show was opening for Berlin Breaks.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
State
the
room.
one?
at the state room.
Oh, it's State
For
Yes.
my 40th birthday,
Sorry.
and now it is her 40th
Shh.
birthday.
Oh.
Not
yeah.
yet,
And
almost.
it goes around and around.
You weren't
doesn't
supposed to give it away, man.
39th.
27.
Yeah.
Kidding. Yeah, I'm sure I look 27.
Don't be 27 because
No, I really don't want to repeat all of those years. It was a
No,
long
if you're
decade.
27, you've got to die this year.
No. Oh, the 27th club.
Yeah. 26.
Ah, no, because then I only have a year left.
23? Go for 23.
I go 28 because you're in the clear.
Good lord. I just need to own it. Yes, I'm turning 40 next week.
I'm going.
Feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about it, man. Yeah. So yeah, Berlin Breaks it was his birthday. They were shooting a video. Ginger and the Gents had only, been a band for a couple of months.
We played an open mic.
Yeah, we did that.
So crazy. We've
they-
known each other for a long time.
Yeah, they had an opener drop out for some reason. I saw that online. Trevor posted looking for another band, and I called him
You
immediately.
jumped in, yeah, you
And I was
jumped
like,
in.
"Don't talk to anybody else. Let us do
Yeah,
this."
yeah.
And he's
stay
like,
with
"All
it.
right."
Yeah.
He never heard us. He
So
didn't know
You
anything
debuted
about
at
us.
the stateroom.
Yeah. That was our christening.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Maiden voyage, you might say.
We had much good times that day.
Yes.
It was fun.
It was great.
They've
That's
got a good green room back there. You can get
Oh,
lost
they
back
got-
there.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
good
it's
posters and
The
stuff.
green
Yeah.
room bigger than
I
the
like
rest
it.
of the
But
band.
that really kicked us off, and I mean, he took a chance on us that really paid off. I mean, Berlin Breaks had a lot of really amazing fans, and so that show exposed us to a lot of people, a lot of music lovers in the scene here in Salt Lake that have been with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does feel natural now because, Trevor joining Ginger the Gents,
Yeah.
with that history behind them.
Yeah.
You got your fans, they got their fans, now they're all
Yeah.
together.
And they all- they-
Yeah.
All the fans have like really honestly
Yeah.
stayed close niche pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they got good
It's just a
followers.
big happy family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Four Corners, I told them that
Yeah.
earlier. Four Corners finally connected. So.
The Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
So when we played the Royal just recently, that one was phenomenal. Everyone that came out to support us were like they stuck around a lot, and then we played the Sound Oil a couple of weeks before that, and that's when I kind of got introduced to
Yeah.
everything, and it's just like little by little everything's kind of I don't know, changed a lot, not because of me, but it's just I think it's that electric vibe kind of
Yeah.
type thing
So,
between all of
Who
us.
gets your shows?
Who gets the shows? Like
Yeah.
who books the shows?
Yeah.
I do like 99% of that.
Okay. What about Sturgis? Did you get Sturgis?
We played Sturgis 3 years in a row. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nope.
At Glencoe, it was a good time. It's kind of a wild environment, but
Is it an indoor show or an outdoor show?
where we play, there's a lot of venues throughout Sturgis, so you can, there's shows going on constantly. We played at Glencoe, which is it's a pavilion, so it's
Open air.
it's mostly indoors,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
like open air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half and half sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played there 3 years in a row. We also played, the first year we played at the Harley Davidson Museum, as well
Oh.
as Glencoe, and that was outdoors. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so yes, we did that. We didn't do it last year. It was or not last year,
What
but
other
the year
ones
before.
have you gone out of Utah to play at?
We opened up for Everclear up in Washington a couple years back.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty awesome. We played with them, and what's the
Fog hat.
we did Fog Hat in Idaho,
Yeah, Burley.
Burley, Idaho.
Okay. They're
Uh,
fun? That's good?
oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
played
mean,
at the Garden once. I can't remember who we played with. I just remember the picture.
Yeah, I remember the picture of the logo on the roof of the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
We must have played there
It's just-
once.
yeah, it was. It's not a very memorable place to play.
I can't even remember anything about it.
And then you played at Top Golf.
I don't even remember going to New York City.
Yeah, we played a lot. We played all over.
Come on, Whiskey a Go Go.
Yeah, Whiskey
Oh,
a Go Go.
Whiskey
That
Go
one's-
Go.
that
We
one's-
played there.
Like the
I can't believe I
That's-
didn't.
I do remember that one.
that's the one that was
It's
like
kind of almost a must.
the
Like,
most.
no matter
It was a
what.
shotgun
It's a
trip.
big
We
career
went
at
down
this
there.
point.
We stayed for one night.
Uh-huh.
After we played our set, we
drove
literally
back and
Hauled
packed
back.
up and
We had a
hauled
show the
back
next
because we had a
night.
show the next night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But it was
Barbary.
amazing. It was such a cool experience to be on that historic stage, and we made a good impression. They invited us back, and then COVID.
Yeah.
Wham!
Damn.
Like
Wham damn. Damn
2
wham.
months after that. So.
Yeah.
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 Guess you better hit him up again.
Yeah. But yeah, well worth the trip. Yeah, we had people even come up from.
Some
LA
people
and
flew
San
down
Diego
to
and-
see us.
We had fans from Salt Lake. Yeah, actually went down there. They made the trip just to support us. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, they're
Great.
not just fans. They're
Friends,
They're
yeah.
friends. You know, you can't just call them fans. But yeah, so it's been a bit of a ride, and we're just picking up gear again with T-Rex.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we've been through some shifts and some changes. You know, he's I feel like third time's the charm. Third drummer's the charm.
Okay, this has been an extreme pleasure for me, you know, because really, I'm not the sort of person that, you know, supposed to do this, you know, but I just got the opportunity and I love it. This is Ginger and the Gents here. This is Chandra, fantastic singer. Most unusual guitar player I've ever met in my life is Jesse, and
AKA
nobody really
Richard.
knows who he is, and it says so on his t-shirt. And then of course T-Rex, the man who wears metal helmets and stuff, and Sam over there who just huffs, lighter fluid and stuff, yeah, and plays bass, yeah.
He
So
holds the walls up,
just-
man.
check him out.
Alan, just tell us that you love us.
Yeah, I do that as well,
There you
but
go.
you know, I don't want to embarrass you, because you know, you don't want to be loved by an old
We love
person.
you,
Yeah.
and we
Well, we
really-
love you. So.
We appreciate the opportunity.